I have no idea how my audio is, but I don't care. Yeah, this is gonna be like a continuation. Me just fixing and doing stuff to the radio, turning it into a guitar amp. I found this big Yamaha speaker. Not sure how many inches it is. I'm gonna check. I just gotta throw this in my pocket and then look for a measuring thingy. There it is. It is 12 inches. Right? Yeah, it's a foot. So a 12-inch speaker from Yamaha, and I have a large diaphragm mic, and I'm gonna point it like sorted towards it. There. And it's pointing to the cone. Sorry for the bad quality, by the way. Yeah, this is going on. There's a treble and bass adjustment. There's a volume that turns off the power in the amp. Well, it's a radio, but it's an amp. And of course, this doesn't work with the guitar impedance. There's not a single spot where you can get it to work in this thing with guitar impedance. Well, I can't say the word properly, but you have to boost it before this one picks it up. I sort of was using my ME50 and it's buffered. So when I was testing the thing, I was using a really strong signal. That's usually what I do when I probe. And you need to buffer it. But I wanted to keep like the theme, and I found this thing right here, which is another kind of radio, but it's a pocket radio, transistors, and it sounded dope. I could get it to do the guitar thing, and when it did the guitar thing, it sort of just was awesome. It has perfect impedance. Can't speak, but yeah. So this can pick up your guitar real well. This can't. I'm gonna put that into this, close it up, and then turn it into a guitar amp because it's really awesome. This is an app, and it's like counting the decibels. Not sure how accurate it is, but I'm gonna keep it on so you can have some sort of reference for, like, I'm not sure if like the compression on YouTube and stuff is gonna fuck it up. But yeah. Let's see if I can get my guitar. And then this uses a 9-volt battery separately, and this is powered off my PSU. I could probably get it to be way more quiet if I powered both off batteries or like a better PSU, because my lab power supply is noisy. It's not really like a good audio supply. Alright. So we got some sound. I'm gonna talk like in between and it's gonna be real bad, so just chill and watch the amp. Alright. So this is on just sitting on a piano chair right now, connected. So it's not really doing its job 100%. A different thing, this is the power of this radio thingy, and it works as a sort of gain knob. Oopsie. I didn't mean to fuck your ears. Also, it's not connected right. Like, it only has a temporary connection right now. God damn it. Fuck. That's the noise. The radio parts on this thing, I need to like take them out because they're giving me issues and I don't want issues. I'm hanging on to a diode. Let me see what happens if I find some different spot. There's a couple. There, that one. I would play louder, but it's gonna fuck up my ears. Let me put on hearing aids. And warning, it gets fucking loud as hell right now. It's a little bit wacky. It's old and it's not supposed to do this. That's fucking so loud. God damn, I think this is not working right because that thing is just so loud. Shit. It's as loud as a lawnmower. God damn it. Come on. God damn it. Sorry for the delay, but it's not always easy to get it to do the thing. Because I can move the ground and get different shielding. Oopsie. I'm gonna just. Sorry. Well, I'm gonna put this down for like a moment because it's gonna fall. Alright. Now. We turn it on. Like ever so slightly. Then we look for a grounding spot. See the backside of electrolytic caps? Often connected. You see it? This is the fucking radio. Turn that shit off. God damn, that's loud. I'm probably not going to use this speaker for it though. I think this one will do perfectly. It's smaller and it sort of fits in there. So I can keep the form factor. Let me see. What if I do such a loudness? Flip it so you can see it. Ooh. That sounds better. Where's the hiss coming from? Is it really this? It's not that. What's hissing? It's something. Is it you? Holy crap. 3? It's the auto gain. Of course! Just imagine that never happened. That's amazing! What? You see, there's like a built-in actual fuzz thing here. It acts just like a fuzz face, where it sort of like breaks down the gain. Did my camera stop? There we are. Sort of complements that, but and this speaker. Give me a moment. See what this does. It sounds good, but it's not as big as the other one, so you don't get the whole huge effect. But I don't know, it's decently loud. I think it's a few watts less. This is 4 watts, and that's 40 watts, I think. This is 12 watts, and this one is 40 watts. Shit. There we are. And there we are. Ah, that's a lot better for my ears. I think I might put that speaker in my actual guitar amp, like my tube amp, because it's really nice. And this speaker sort of makes sense. It's sort of cool. I haven't slept in forever. I can't fucking think right. And my playing is so bad. So just ignore the playing and imagine you're here and making amps with me or whatever. Making radios. Do ampy stuff. So what I'm gonna do next is gonna be hack off the battery compartment with a T, not a D. Battery compartment. Sorry for my English. But yeah, so what I'm thinking I'll do is desolder all the switches so they're just, I can use them for whatever I want, and then make sure there's sound, and then make like a couple modes and use this as a selector switch for the modes. And then, after hacking off the battery compartment, attaching this right there, and you can see the original speaker. It was sort of different. It's Norwegian made, and I'm gonna use it for something else, but it's not as good as that one. This one is like way, 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 way louder. Oopsie! That's the fuzziest fuzz ever. Why does it sound like a muff? It just makes no sense. I'm curious if it still, like, cleans up on the knob, if it's, like, all the way up. No, it doesn't. So it has a clean up on the knob mode. That's fucking sick. This is, like, the best fuzz ever, huh? Okay, so turn it down, and yeah, there it cleans up on the knob. So the pot makes it clean, which is awesome. That's pot all the way up, and